Mark, we'll check back with you soon. Thanks. Voting in Kentucky has seen some changes this year, and with 1 week until the primary, WDRB's Monica Harkins runs down the list of the ways you can cast your ballot.
During the pandemic, many people took advantage of the absentee ballot process using these drop boxes here instead of waiting in line. And this year, that option is still available. One thing that has changed, though, is the mail-in ballot deadline.
It is easier to vote and harder to cheat than it's ever been before.
Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams says there was good lessons learned from pandemic voting.
That's why we had the expensive early voting. What we found is voters loved it. On both sides loved it.
For 2022, Kentucky legislators solidified expanded access, allowing early in-person absentee voting, and expanded the hours the polls are open. With more voting early, lawmakers also passed expanded security laws, like requiring video surveillance on voting equipment.
When you just had 1 day to vote, you didn't need that. You just rolled the machines out and rolled them back in and you were done. Now that we have 3 days of early voting and 6 days of in-person absentee voting plus election dates, 10 days of voting, we can't just leave these things lying around.
Jefferson County clerk's offices already have some kind of video surveillance at each location.
There's nothing in our equipment that is hooked to the internet. There's no modems in the equipment. We carry a paper ballot, and we keep those paper ballots for almost 2 years.
Secretary of State Adams says most counties in Kentucky also follow that same suit. The new laws regarding security further dispute any conspiracies of stolen elections.
We've stood up against that. We've built a bipartisan coalition of sheriffs, county clerks, and others, election officials, to stand up and say that's false. No matter what party you are, don't buy that stuff. Don't be gullible.
Absentee ballots sent in the mail have to be in hand by Tuesday at 6 p.m. In 2020, ballots could be postmarked and counted after, but that's not allowed anymore. Registered voters should get a postcard in the mail about their designated in-person voting location. In Jefferson County, 6 voting locations will open up on Thursday for no excuse in-person voting. And you can also vote on Election Day on Tuesday. In Louisville, Monica Harkins, WDRB News.